Hello. Namaste, assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Cricket for Us. And we're hopefully, if everything goes to plan, we're going to be watching day 3 from England versus India. And it's good that it seems like the game is going to start at the right time. I know it was raining about 10 minutes ago, hence I was slightly late because I thought it was going to rain for quite some time. But thankfully, I caught up on Nasir Hussain and David Lloyd's conversation with Ian Ward. And it seems like the rain has dissipated, at least for now. So yeah, very, very excited to be here. Thank you everyone who has joined us. Thank you so much for joining. The game is about to start in about 2 minutes. So yeah, really appreciate everyone being here. And there we have it, guys. This is what's going to happen. India will need to get England bowled out as soon as possible this morning because England are in such a good position. They're in such a good position. It's almost like me saying India's going to win completely destroyed their chances of winning this particular match. Honestly, they've actually been hammered so far, which is something you don't expect from India nowadays. But their middle order hasn't been great, and it wasn't now either. Craig Overton last night was smashing it out of the park. I was like, where did he come from? Well, I know where he came from, but I mean, how is he doing this? It's Craig Overton. But hopefully, first half hour or so, I think India should should get the next 2 wickets. Otherwise, England should declare before the end of the first hour, 100%. I think getting as many runs as possible now is the goal. They shouldn't be thinking, oh, we need to pass 500 or whatever. It's very unlikely that India is going to come back into this. All right. Even though I really want India to come back into this, it's very unlikely. Come on, man. 350. You don't hear that very often. Someone comes back chasing in the second innings, in their second innings, after batting first, being bowled out for 78, and then they need to pass 350. All right. You don't hear that very often. But one of the few teams in the world that can do it is India. So maybe that's what's playing on England's minds. Mohammad Shami is going to open the bowling. And yeah, there we have it. There's a couple of comments. I'm going to read these very quickly. Olaf Hussain says, I've been waiting for the longest time. I'm so sorry. Then realize it's... All right. Thank you very much. Thank you so much for your comment there. This is hello, Asted. How are you? Missed your stream with Quality Shot, a.k.a. Hamid Lol. Gonna catch up on another day Champions League draw. Was on the same time as that stream. Man City, PSG, Messi versus... Oh, wow. That's pretty darn cool. Do watch that stream on Quality Shot. Honestly, I was very, very happy that I got Pakistan and Aaron, the cricket connoisseur, got India. So we're hoping we're going to have an interesting time of it in the T20 World Cup. Let's see if we both get to the final, because that's going to be amazing. First ball of the day, Shami running in, and a beautiful delivery, just back of a length, seaming away from Craig Overton, who actually tries to prod at it, but no edge from an England perspective. Good ball from Mohammad Shami. Let me just update the score very, very quickly, so I know that this is the 130th over, and we've got Overton on 24. And we've got Robinson on 0. I don't know why I didn't do that before, but yeah, thank you everyone who's joined us. Shami, next ball coming up, running in, steaming in, it seems like. A good delivery, just moved in just a little bit, but well defended by Overton. Dimbly Dobbly podcast. Jack says, hello, I was the one, a batting masterclass from Joe Root yesterday. Yes, it was. Seeing the ball like a beach ball at the moment. Dude, he's got 303 matches. He has played just outstanding performances. Dude's gonna beat Mohammad Yusuf's record. I'm calling it now. Hilarious if he just gets ducks from now on, but I'm calling it now. He's gonna pass the 1788 in a calendar year this year. He's gonna surpass it by at least 100 runs. The way he's batting, he's just batting immensely well. Honestly, so good. Abdullah says, why keep on batting, risking your bowlers getting injured? Do you know what? England have lost so many bowlers. They've lost so many bowlers. Maybe that is the reason why. Thank you, Andrew Cook. Yep, Mush 2.0. I really hope not. I've been called Light Mush. I've been called Mush 2.0. I really hope not. And the reason is because I haven't been as consistently wrong with my predictions. It's just sometimes they go completely, what do you call it? Completely out of whack, for lack of a better term. Great straight drive from Overton, but hit the non-striker stumps, and yeah, the bails came off. It was a pretty good going from Overton. That was a very good shot, and yeah, there we have it. By the way, whenever there's a review today, I'm gonna try a new format that I've got in place. Um, what do you call it? Yeah, I've got a new format for DRS in terms of the video package. So do let me know what you think whenever they review. If there is a review today, I'll test it out. But yeah, thank you everyone for joining. A beautiful shot through extra cover from the back foot through extra cover. Overton is batting brilliant. Look at that shot. Oh, he timed that so well. It was a little wide, yes, and he was on it. Oh, what a shot. What a shot. That was beautiful. Beautiful from Overton. I'm upset, but gotta appreciate good cricket, and that was a very good shot. A very good shot from Overton. Andrew Cook says, "Do you think the number of WTC points awards should depend upon the size of the win, e.g., by an innings?" They won't do it in this edition, but that's not a bad idea. Size of the win could matter. This time through the leg side, maybe that's 2 to Overton, or maybe even 3. Or maybe that's run to the boundary. Goodness me, that's gone to the square leg boundary. Overton moves on to 32. Shami with a fantastic first 3 deliveries, and then Overton 2 fours in 2 balls. Brilliant. That I think maybe by an innings, or if it's more than a certain number of runs. I think the runs is not an ideal one. But let's say if it's by 10 wickets, or that's going to be tough, because I know the Pakistani domestic system. So the Qaid-e-Azam Trophy, they have things based on an innings, based on the number of wickets, number of runs, the run rate you've gone at throughout the innings and stuff like that. But the innings part, I think that's the only one that I would include in international cricket, especially in the WTC, considering those types of wins means you absolutely dominated. So you should get more points on the back of that. Quality Shot says, Adil, why am I Hamid? Also check out T20. Yeah, I did. Yes, Fazan talked about it slightly earlier. He will check it out for sure. Hopefully. But yeah, yesterday I did a poll because people were mentioning it. Fazan, who looks more like their counterpart? People think I look like Bazid Khan, but people also think I look like Ishant Sharma. So I was like, okay, how many people in the chat thought I looked like Ishant Sharma, and how many people thought you look like Hamid? Because there was a couple of people who mentioned you look like, Haseeb Hamid. So therefore, you were Haseeb Hamid at the end of it. I think I won I was 82% or something. Ishant Sharma, and you were 18% Haseeb Hamid. I'm just surprised that I wasn't, I didn't pick Bazid Khan as an option, but that would have been better, I guess, as an end result. Over the wicket, Ravindra Jadeja. Yeah, that's pitched outside leg. Roald Dong says, good evening, sir. Today our misery will end. Roald Dong, I really hope so. I really hope the misery ends today. But good morning, good evening to you as well. Thank you so much for joining. Andrew Cook says, you are just a Padawan at the moment. Your powers will increase over time. I don't want these powers to increase, Andrew. Roald Dong also says, it's Shubman Gill style back foot drive. Amazing from Overton. Yep, agreed there. I think India will be bowled out by India will be bowled out by England for around 100 or maybe 110. Wow. Anderson got Kohli's number, and Sam Curran, Anderson, Robinson for wickets. Interesting prediction that. How quick does Ravi Jadeja bowl his overs? It's just, I couldn't even I commented on one ball of his in this over. He just bowls him so quick, man. It's about 32 overs. This is an old school bowling performance in the sense that, you see the spinner bowl a lot more, but the Pacers have bowled together over 100 overs, right? Sorry. Just about 100 overs. I think that they bowled 99 overs or something like that. Crazy. Andrew Cook says, perhaps that should have been Apprentice, as mushing is a dark side power. Oh, man. Roald Dong says, no, not in favor of the size of a win. would rather want the run rate ratio to come into play as bonus points. That ratio is accurate representation of team's overall performance. Fair enough. Called Ishant Sharma. Oof. Do you know what? I've been called Bazat Khan by Pakistanis. I've been called Ishant Sharma by mostly Indian people. And then I've also been called Imam ul Haq by my boss. So, I've gotten 3 different players to who apparently I look alike. So, Quality says, I think I look more like someone like Imad Wasim. You don't look anything like Imad Wasim, Fazan. What are you talking about? Where Roldong says run scored. Yeah, some sort of stat, some sort of calculation like that would be ideal, would be fantastic, right? It would be slightly similar to how the ratings are kind of calculated, but it's not as stringent and it's not as as annoying as the actual rankings of the teams. So yeah, I understand what you're talking about there. Faraz says your comments on Pakistan won last test. Thank you so much for joining, Faraz. Much appreciated. Pakistan played really well. That match, apart from the first hour, everything else Pakistan did was very, very, very good. The bowling changes, the captaincy calls. There's a video I'm going to release. It's going to be in Urdu, though. Later today, if not today, then probably sometime tomorrow with Ramis, hit wicket by Rampis. And we had a really good discussion about exactly what Pakistan did right in that last test. And just a quick summary, the captaincy by Babar Azam, along with Mohammad Rizwan, you could hear in the stump mic, Rizwan was like, keep that fielder there, keep that fielder there. Holder's going to smash it to him. And that's exactly what happened when Noman Ali was bowling, bringing in Noman Ali when they did, right? Bringing in the bowling changes, the intent shown in that second innings. So a lot of things Pakistan did right in that particular match. This is quality sport because I see Hamid pick on Sport Yari channel and I see big time similarities. Check it out. Okay. It's hard to find a facial look-alike. Tell me, peeps. Wow. Fazan, what about Paul Sterling? Oh! But bodily and batting style, I think Fazan's all right with that. That's not too shabby. Shami's bowled well this over so far, but he did in the previous one as well. So let's hope he can end this over quite well. Azad looks more like Imad Wasim than... appreciate that, Roldog. Much, much appreciated. But that just means maybe Fazan just looks nothing like it. But yeah, appreciate that. Thanks so much. I think it is. Unless the matches are, even if the matches are played in the UAE or Pakistan, right? If Pakistan needs 2 spinners, Pakistan goes with Yasir Shah. But if Pakistan doesn't go with, oh, that's a beauty. That has to be gone. Oh, that's out. Yes, bring it in. That's gone. Plumb in front, I'd say. Is he reviewing? Will I get a chance to use? Oh, I can use my review banner. There we go. I think I would disagree with Overton, by the way, right here, because that is pretty plump. It's umpire's call, probably at the worst. Yeah, that's moved in. Oh, that's moved in. Oh, that's hitting him on the knee roll. He's not too far forward either. Yeah, that's probably clipping middle and leg, I'd say. But brilliant delivery. And thankfully, we'll have to wait until final call. Yeah. Ooh, I don't think it actually clipped that bat, but we'll have to see. That's a beautiful delivery. Yeah, that's middle and leg. Yeah, there we go. Middle and leg gone. Overton goes. Overton is out, my friend. Overton is out. Yeah, he goes for a very well-made 32. Can't really argue with that. Very well-made 32. Adil says, Azja, did you see Inzamam and Shoaib Akhtar did an interview on Geo News and Dunya News on the Ramiz Rad? I have not seen it. At all, but would be nice to see. Overton's gone. Yep. It's not even over the knee roll. That should be gone. That should have been given. Abdullah says, Yahoo called. They want their Matador trumpet back. I might turn off the trumpet. I don't know. But I thought I'd add it in just for jokes. And if it catches on, then I'm going to keep it. If not, then I'll just leave it as, some sort of scream of Gabe's, which I can't for some reason attach in my video software. It keeps erroring. So I have to use the old stuff. And this I thankfully found. And I can't tell you where because I genuinely can't remember, but I actually found it a couple of days ago. Quality stars, to be honest, Ajad, I don't know if Imad Wasim is a good person to look like, though. I think he's a great person to look like, so I'm okay with that. But personally, I don't mind who I look like as long as people like what I'm talking about. I'm okay, or people are happy to speak to me about cricket. Then I'm personally okay. I thought Anderson averaged above 10 in Test cricket. He averages 9.37. That's not too shabby for someone batting at 11 who's got a 50. But yeah, Shami, last ball of the over, around the wicket. This guy running in. Will Shami get 5? Oh, that's gone down leg side. Ooh, that was close though. That was close. Good bowling from Mohammad Shami, and England are 4-3, 1 for 9. Exactly what they needed to do, India, this morning, getting the danger man over to now early. Roldog says, to be honest, Pakistani PM should not be handpicking the PCB chairman. They need to change the system. Right. So I'm going to be very candid with you. Imran Khan has not been the greatest to help Pakistan with sports at the moment, but he's actually said he's going to try harder. He's going to try and not improve the system. He's going to try and be more proactive in the sports side because of what happened at the Olympics, because of Pakistan cricket coming back to Pakistan. A lot of things. There's a lot of things that come into play. I know what you're saying about not picking or hand picking, cherry picking the PCB chairman. Ramiz Raja and Imran Khan have a similar train of thought, and they've played together. And I know when you become PM, that shouldn't be your point of call, but he needed to make a change, because otherwise Pakistan would keep doing the same thing over and over again. Some overhauling decision needed to happen, which is probably the only way it was going to happen right now. Maybe things change in a few years, 5-10 years, whatever. Maybe that's the aim. Bumrah into the attack, by the way, and dot ball to start things off. I don't think Robinson is taking a single. I think they're going to just survive as long as possible. Robinson is not taking that single either. So, but I understand where you're coming from. I understand where you're coming from, though. I think one of the few cricketers to want to look alike would be Aiden Markram. Aiden Markram is a good-looking dude, 100%. I wouldn't mind looking like anyone, but as long as they're good cricketers, I'm fairly okay with that. Outside edge, just about to go past second slip, and a great dive by, is that Rohit Sharma? Yeah, I think that's Rohit Sharma at second slip. Great stop. I don't even need to change the score. I think they're just gonna hang in there. They're just, oh no, Bumrah, what you doing, man? That is it's not a free hit, but it's a no ball. Oh man. Thankfully, it's only his, I think, second no ball in the innings rather than the way Ishant Sharma's balled. Quality Shot says, better than Ishant Sharma, to be honest. That is harsh. I don't think you look anything like him. Don't listen. They weren't hating on. Oh, and Bumrah gets Robinson. Full, straight, off stump gone. England are bowled out. For 432 on day 3. Oh, we're going to lose 2 overs. We're going to have India coming out to bat. That will be very, very interesting. I tell you what, guys, can India actually make a good fight of it? Because that's something that would be really, really cool. Seems unlikely at the moment, but it would be really cool. Beautifully bowled by Bumrah. Exactly what he can do, because he's that good. Same with Shami. Shami bowled brilliantly. So did Bumrah in that 1 over that he's bowled this morning. But Shami's been class apart this morning as well. Yes, he got hit for 2 fours, but that wicket was absolutely crucial. India are coming out to bat. Fingers crossed from an Indian perspective. Let's see if they can survive up till the end of the first session. Thank you, everyone who has joined us. We're going to have an innings break. Let me just put that in here, innings break. Let's see how things go. I don't think they're haters, though, Fazan, but I appreciate the sentiment. Thank you for that. Ajad, do you think Matt will in Finnaw head today? No, I don't know what that means. No. Oh, match will finish today. Okay. And now that wicket has fallen and England are on a high, I think Sam Curran, Anderson, and Overton will get wickets. You're thinking as I think, of course, wickets will fall, but India will need to follow the template that England have set in this particular game of how to bat. in Headingley. So that's the thing. If they can bat like that, then I don't think the match is finishing today. Where are we? Boomerang to Jimmy coming. Oh man, unfortunately, no. Robinson got out very quickly. Oh, Fazan, give it a go. Yeah, I won't be too sad if I was called Brown Pat Cummins. Love it. Besides the couple of boundaries, keep batting was useless. Useless, as Abdullah says. Abdullah also says, I wouldn't have given India the mental edge of bowling out England. I think they were looking to score a few more runs at least in the first session because they realized, even though the target is the lead is over 340 runs, they were like, the only team who could probably make these runs is India. So why not try and give them as high of a total? But I agree. I would have probably said, yeah, declare, take the upper hand, and let's see how it goes. Roldan says, yep, Pat is the most handsome one. Handsome, I feel. Wow. Mohammed Stan says, I think England might have miscalculated a bit. I think they should have declared with about 10 wickets left in the day. 10 overs left, I think. But yeah, I get what you mean. Aaron Fish is a good... I love this conversation, by the way. I love this conversation. Thank you. Yeah, he's a rugged old man. Not that old, but you know what I mean. But yeah, like Pakistan did, maybe, yeah. How about a bit of Brandon Taylor? Wow, Brandon Taylor. Nice human beings, these. Thank you, everyone who's joined us. By the way, please like, share, subscribe. If you haven't done so already, if you want more cricket content, then please subscribe to the channel. I've got loads of videos. I can't believe I've done over 300 videos. So yeah, please do check them out. I cover India, Pakistan, England, Australia. I try and cover as much cricket as I possibly can. And if you're interested in tennis and boxing and very in-depth cricket analysis, check out Quality Shot and the WW podcast. And there's loads of cricket channels that are doing great work at the moment. So please do check them out. Where are we? Oh, there we go. India need to show some fight with the bat. Look to get in and try and bat as long as possible. That doesn't happen. That could be over today. Yeah, I agree. I agree with you there. Fazan says, I'll take it. Brandon Taylor is quite saying I look like him, or is he a looker? I think he's saying he's a looker. Suryansh from the Night Watchman Cricket Channel has joined us. Thank you so much for joining, man. Honestly, really appreciate it. For watch-alongs, for some very interesting discussions as well. Do check out Night Watchman Cricket Channel. Has just stuck in traffic, tuned into the watch-along for your commentary. Hoping for something nice from India's batsman today. I agree. Thank you so much for joining on the drive, man. Really appreciate it. But yeah, 100%. India need to come out. And as Jack said, just above your comment, definitely just hang in there. Take their time. They've got 3 days, right? India needs to draw. Like, yes, they can go for the win. But right now, they just need to bat, and have small milestones they need to reach. Like, let's say every 20 runs, every 30 runs, no wicket fall. Okay, keep going. 30 runs, 40 runs. And that's the way they need to kind of build their innings. Because honestly, India's under pressure. Roldan says, men appreciating men. How nice. Yes. Piyush says, hello, Piyush. I'm glad you can join us. It's good. It's good that, India bowled England out. Gives them a bit of an edge, but not too much, unfortunately. But gives them some sort of mental edge to say, okay, we bowled England out. Let's go and bat like bosses. Just a bit, Fazan. Right, okay. I'm going to try and not get into that private conversation. But yeah, Roldan says, I might start a channel on Indian Olympic sports. You guys are inspiring me. Roldan, dude, do it. Let me know. I will try and promote it whenever you start. That'll be awesome. That would be awesome. I know not that much about Olympics, let alone specific country Olympics. So know about Indian Olympics. If I know about Pakistani Olympics, like if I can find someone who does Pakistani athletics, I would be so happy. So Indian athletics as well. Super ecstatic about that. Good luck, my friend. Piyush says, why don't you interview Wahid Khan? You had done it before and it will help your channel. Piyush, tell you the truth. I can show you the messages. I had him on once, spoke to him for 2 hours, right? Since then, I've been on different channels where I've interacted with him, but he's just a very busy man, it seems like. And he doesn't want to come on my channel, but I think he's just a very busy man. And because of that, he's like, I can't, like, he's trying to schedule, but maybe he's just busy. And for that reason, I don't pester him anymore. I haven't messaged him in like a month or so. So I'm trying to reach out every couple of months. If he doesn't respond or if he can't respond, then that's fair enough, man. I'll try and get him on once again, to get this interaction going, but I appreciate that. Thank you so much for watching that earlier video as well. That's really kind of you to do. Suryansh says, Pujara and Rahane need to do a Dravid Lakshman here. 100%. And Kohli needs to do a Tendulkar, man. Come on. Adil says, do you think India should start second innings with Rohit and Pujara? Pujara is a rock. He could be the guy for India to stay on the pitch for the whole day. Do you think Pujara still has that in him, Adil? He does. Do you think? I think he does, but do you think he still has that? Because it's going to be very, very difficult considering his very not so good form, if you get what I mean. Mohammed Stan says, by the way, I heard that Pakistan and Turkey are making a Salahuddin Ayubi season. Yes, they are. So happy. Heard so many. So did I. Like when I was younger. I don't remember all them now, but yeah. A lot of stories. A lot of stories. Rahul Dong says there is a Pakistani journalist named Talal Dar who has a channel on Indian and Pakistani Olympic sports. Fantastic. Let me find him. Talal Dar. Or is it Talai Dar? Yeah, I will check him out. Thank you, Rahul Dong. England. Yeah, James Anderson's been great. What's he got? He's already got... He's not been the greatest in the second innings. Yes, he hasn't maybe bowled as much, but first innings 4 wickets, 5 wickets, and 3 wickets. Let's see if he doesn't take any wickets in this innings. Let's see if India doesn't lose a wicket the entire day. That would be great, wouldn't it? Quality Shot said, you aren't upset by it all at all, are you, Ashraf? Don't worry, it's like when I had Monty Panesar on and it never happened. Oh, I remember that. Thanks for encouragement, very kind of you. Of course, man. Good luck with that, man. Jack says Kohli, Pujara, and Rahane are under some serious pressure. They need to stand up and score some runs for India. They need to score some runs. They need to hang in there. But right now, all I'm thinking is KL Rahul and Rohit Sharma need to play like they did at Lords, and it's raining. It's spitting, basically. It's not like super rain. Are they coming out to play? Are they coming out to play? What's the consensus? Oh, they're going to check. Going to check if they can start play. Oh man, this is not good. If it starts to rain properly, they're just showing how Moeen Ali bowled in 2018 and he took loads of wickets against India. Yeah, definitely. Mohammed Stan says, Azhar, did you see the performances of Hafiz and Shoaib Malik yesterday? Ramiz effect kicking in already. Oh, I love it. I love it. Quality shows, to be honest, India's best bet is the rain. It is, but at the same time, I want to see some cricket. I want India to win or draw at least. But yeah. Who's that coming down the pitch to? Oh, that's from 2018. Never mind. Peter says this test is still on 70-30. 70-30 to England, 100%. I would actually put it to like 85-15. I'll still back India, but logically speaking, it's more like 85-15 for me. I think there's a lot of days and batting. The last I remember, someone else said it. Gautam Gambhir, I think, batted like 2 days, and that was quite a long time ago. I can't remember anyone and like 2 players or a team bat proper 2 days after being bowled out for 70 odd. It's something I haven't seen in a long time. Maybe you could consider India trying that in Australia, but basically minimum 2 days they need to bat. And then let's see where it goes from there. Adil says rain might be the one to save India, but rain will make it harder for India to bat. That as well. Thank you, Hasnan. All right, okay. Thank you, Abdullah, for that. 70 England, 30 rain. That is outstanding. There's 150 in the chat. Thank you, everyone who's joined us. Please like, share, subscribe if you are new to the channel. It's raining. It's raining, right? The English players are out. It doesn't seem like anyone needs umbrellas, but the umpires are more like, yeah, let's see. Let's just check it out. Let's see if we need players to come out to bat. Raul Dong says the match is gone, guys. We'll have to see. Burns is taking his sweater off. No one's holding any umbrellas, so maybe they should start the match. They should start the innings because the Indian batsmen are like, nope, we're happy staying off the pitch. We're happy sitting in the dugout. We're gonna take our time, and then it starts raining. It's smart. Well done, Rohit and KL. College does a draw because of rain. Is India's best chance. They will be doing rain dances. For me, it's 90-10. Wow, to England. Yeah. Ronaldo says, yeah, that was in New Zealand in 2009. Gambhir batted like 9 hours. Yeah, he batted loads of time. It was great. It was great. Mohammad Asif says 80-10. 80-10, really? What about the rest of the 10? All right, the covers are coming off. Let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. Ibrahim says, hi, do you think Hafiz and Malik will last in the Pakistan team? With new PCB chief not in favor of them being in the team. All right. I think him not being happy about people older than a certain age being in the Pakistani setup, yes, it'll be difficult for Hafiz and Malik, but T20 World Cup, Hafiz and Malik are playing. I've got some really good sources, but I've also got the common sense of Pakistan and how Pakistan love to work. All right. Whatever happens, I think Hafiz and Malik are playing this T20 World Cup. But then after that, I don't see them getting selected. Jack says, tough ask for India to draw this test match, but they can draw on some inspiration from Sydney. Yeah, exactly. Amir was a flop in the 100, but yesterday he seemed like on fire. How does that happen? That happens because of the conditions. That happens because of the pressure. That happens because of the fact maybe the quality of batsmen he's facing is different. Maybe the pitches, as I said, conditions-wise. So that makes a huge difference. I thought Mohammad Amir in England is supposed to be really, really good. Unfortunately, yeah, he was kind of smashed, wasn't he? But it's the other 10 rain. All right, okay, fair enough. Tabin Khan says, nice show yesterday with Fazan. Absolutely amazing. Loved it. I'm glad, Tabin. That's all Fazan. That's all quality shot doing great things on his channel. And I'm glad I got Pakistan and Fazan got the team he did not want. So super excited about it. Let's see if my team can win it. And then let's see if Aaron's team and my team can have a good competition at the end of it. Adil says India players are like rain, rain, go away. Come again another day because we need to play England like we got this root smile. I don't know what you mean. Royal Dong says, where are Amir, Malik, etc. playing now? What am I missing? CPL. They're playing in the CPL, Royal Dong. The CPL started yesterday, so they're playing that. What is it? Hafiz and Malik had a horror show, man. Horror show yesterday. Mohammad Stan says, as far as saving games is concerned, I think it just can't get past Hanif Mohammed. He batted some 16 hours ago. Oh, yeah, that was ages ago, though. I'm talking about recent history and with India. But yes, Hanif Mohammed, like, I don't know. I just haven't had time to do my best 11 for the 8 international test teams. But Hanif Mohammed's my opener, would say then, man. Honestly, Hanif Mohammed was amazing. Pravesh says, KL Rahul, 150 runs. I hope so, Pravesh. Peter says, after Ramiz Raja's entry in the PCB, Amir and Shajil Umar Akmal's career almost over. Yep, I'm pretty sure they're over. The only thing Ramiz Raja and Hafiz kind of agree on is Mohammad Amir not being selected for Pakistan. Dilip said, rain day. Yeah, rain was there, but now everyone's running onto the pitch. And thankfully, the rain delay wasn't too long. So the first over is about to begin shortly. Let me update that score. Dhruv says, how come there are 200 plus people watching, but only 35 likes? Dhruv, that is very kind of you to ask. If people watching, please, if you're interested, please like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Really helps the channel, really pushes this video to more people around the world. Then we can have even more interesting discussions in the chat. So that would be really, really cool if possible. If not, just like the video and leave if you want to leave. Honestly, I wouldn't mind. I personally wouldn't mind. It would be great if you stay, hang around, watch India do well. That would be amazing. But thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, Fazan, for saying that. Really appreciate it. Ibrahim says the wicket seems to be flat. So if India see off the new ball, I think they could bat long, and I think Kohli should come in at 3. That's one of the points I agree with. I think Kohli needs to come in, bat as long as possible as well. Oh, Fazan got this yesterday. Want to become famous? I do. I really want to become famous, but unfortunately, don't think I can do that with regards to Twitch yet. First ball, outswinger to Rohit Sharma. Rohit Sharma just leaves that very, very well. And there we go. First ball done. Royal Dong says, yeah, Hanif Mohammed's innings is the greatest rearguard innings in cricket history. Nothing comes close. Also the greatest triple 100 in history. For the situation, I agree with you. But for me, the greatest triple 100 I can think of is, what was it? Brian Lara, the 400, the quadruple 100 that he got. And even the 375 that he got. Oh, outstanding batting. But yes, that was an amazing knock. Amazing knock, Royal Dong. So agreed with you there. Quality Shot says, yeah, like who is the best looking cricketer in the world? What? I'm confused. I love it. Andrew Cook says, for those interested, I'm interested in anything cricket, Andrew. Matt Henry is subbing in for Finn Allen for New Zealand T20s versus Bangladesh. Not 1-for-1, as too few are fully vaccinated and have a spot in quarantine booked for coming back here. Wow, okay. Matt Henry's great. Matt Henry is great. He's a brilliant bowler, dangerous guy. Whenever he gets a chance, he takes wickets, doesn't he? So yeah, that's amazing. Thank you everyone who's joined us, by the way. Like I said, please like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Check out Quality Shot. Check out Night Watchman Cricket Channel. Check out WW Podcast. Check out Hit Wicket by Rampus. Check out Keshav Huria. Check out Cricket for Americans. Amazing content by all these guys. Mohammed Stan says, Azad, do you think Pakistan should continue with Mohammad Abbas for future tests? I mean, just doesn't know how to get wickets. Yep. I think if Pakistan plays in the UK, Mohammad Abbas should play. If Pakistan plays anywhere else in the world, I would like Pakistan to find someone new to open the bowling with Shaheen Afridi, because Hassan Ali shouldn't be opening, Fahim Ashraf should not be opening. Good defense there by Rohit Sharma, but again, he's still pushing at the ball just a little bit, which might just be dangerous. But I hope makes the life grow fonder. I don't know if that's even a phrase. I just want India to survive the day and play well today. Hit Wicket by Rampus says, can India, there we go, can India repeat the Napier, Sydney, or Kolkata heroics? They've got the players who can, but those same players are not in the best of nick. Raldong says most triple hundreds come on flat decks in high scoring draws or in squashing minnows. That's what that Hanif Mohammed's 300 is greatest. All right, fair enough. That's why, yeah, I completely understand where you're coming from in that case. Nothing compares to... Oh, yeah, right. I wrote that when you said interesting convos. Okay. Thanks, Fazan. Mohammed Snan says, Aiden Markram, thoughts on Wanindu Hasaranga? Harindu, thank you so much for joining, by the way. Hasaranga and Quality Shot, which is a great channel, who's a huge fan of Wanindu Hasaranga. Hasaranga has been probably the best player for Sri Lanka since debuting, right? I've been a huge fan. The way he bats, the way he bowls, and in terms of his fielding, he's a pretty good fielder. Outside edge goes past gully and backward point. I would actually say that's been fielded quite well. Haseem Hamid with a brilliant dive. That's fielded really well. Let's see if that's actually gone for 4 or not, or is just 2 runs. If he saved that, that's outstanding. Brilliant. Oh, brilliant fielding by Hamid, honestly. 2 runs to India. Rohit Sharma moves on to 2 runs. Let me just update the score. Rohit Sharma on 2. KL Rahul currently on 0. So yeah, there we have it, folks. Second over about to begin. So yeah, Wanindu Hasaranga is an absolute beast. He gets wickets, he gets runs lower down the order, and in T20s, he's a dangerous player. So yeah, he's just outclassing a lot of other players. He comes in and takes 2, 3, 4 wickets on multiple occasions, mostly 3 wickets, right? And bowls economically. That spin, even if he doesn't turn the ball too much sometimes, he just has brilliant line and length as well. Tricks the batsman. Outstanding player, honestly. Very exciting prospect for Sri Lanka. If he continues, keeps performing the way that he is, could become one of the greats. And that's an early prediction. Adil says Yasir Shah and Naseem Shah are going to play in the CPL. I don't know why. Ritu says, hello, Asjad. How are you, mate? I'm good. Thank you, Smayan. Hamza says, who can be the X factor for India with the bat? The 2 people on screen right now, KL Rahul and Rohit Sharma. They need to be the X factors. Set the scene, set the stage for the entire innings, because the openers need to fire like crazy for anything. Joy says, hello, everyone. Will we see Kolkata 2001's comeback? Not likely, but a man can dream. I can dream too. I've been dreaming about this for a while, since that day 1 debacle by India. But so far, can't say anything. That's all we can do. We can dream, we can hope. Thank you, everyone, for joining this. Over 200 people in the chat. Thank you. Please like, please share, please subscribe to the channel, and let's watch together the brilliant game that is Test cricket. Hasaranga is my boy. Quality. Wow. Mohammed says, I think Heather Ali can also groom himself so that he looks good. Salman Akhtar says Rohit's 150. Well, 150 for Rahul, 150 for Rohit, but we're just hoping here. Quick single from KL Rahul. I think that was a misfield at cover 3 for 0. Rahul moves on to 1. He's off the mark. Good going, Rahul. 2 on the board. 3:52 to go. Ideally, India should not lose a wicket for the next 351 runs. As a 294 are live. Wow, why aren't people commenting enough? If they don't want to, that's fine. But I'm glad people have joined us. Thank you so much, everyone. Please like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Maybe they realize I read the comments very slowly, so they're like, what's the point? Smiley says, I would say try Dahani in test about... it's a bit early. Let's see if Dahani goes to the T20 World Cup. Let's see if Dahani plays in the Qaeda Trophy. If he does well again, then yes, he should be considered. Dhurba says, sir, it seems like you are an Indian. No, I'm Pakistani. I was born in Pakistan. I've been in England for the last just a little over 20 years. And my two favorite teams are Pakistan and India. So hence me supporting India in this match. Mehdi Hassan says, hello, Mehdi Hassan. Thank you so much for joining. Thoughts on Rishabh Pant's gloves incident? Which gloves incident? Please let me know. I don't know exactly what you're talking about. Mohamed Stan says, yes, Naseem Shah is playing CPL, although I don't want him to. He should be preparing himself. He should be at NCA preparing himself to go play Qaeda Trophy in the middle of October, but as much game time as he can get, right? He gets injured. Yeah, agreed. Gets injured so quickly. Joy says Sri Lanka also have found a quality quick. Oh, Chamera is a beast. He bowls some brilliant Yorkers as well. He can be nurtured into world-class pace. Yep, pace bowler, 100%. Yeah, underrated indeed. He's underrated. He's just started, but him, Hasaranga, even Dhananjaya De Silva to an extent, right? Great talents that Sri Lanka has. They just need to be more consistent. Inside edge goes past short leg, and Rohit Sharma gets another single down to wide square, deep backward square leg. Sorry, Rohit moves on to 3. Where are we? Ibrahim says, if India managed to score 550 plus in this second innings by the end of tomorrow, who would the match be in favor of going to on day 5? I think it should be India, right? If they get it, it should be India. Abdul Ikram says, Puri team 200 bhi nahi karegi. We'll have to see. My friend. Thank you, Fazan. Much appreciated. Bhiwandi Wala says, hello. Thank you so much for joining. Quality shot goes, he had taping on his gloves, keeping wise, and it's not allowed. Okay. If it's not allowed, then yeah, not ideal, is it? That's not the scenario. That's not what he should be doing. But if it was allowed, then I'd be like, yeah, fair enough. But if it's not, that's not ideal. Not ideal at all. Thanks, Fazan. Sven says, Azza, do you know what is a rickroll? People say it's the worst thing that can happen to someone. No, I'm not sure what a rickroll is. What's about Rishabh Pant? Can he get runs in this match? He needs to get runs in this match. He needs to score. If he gets a chance to bat, he needs to score big. He needs to get a big 100. Mohamed Stan says, by the way, what do you guys think about Fahim Ashraf? I think he does a bit of bowling and a bit of batting, but nothing substantial so far. In Test cricket, he's a great addition. Again, bit of batting, bit of bowling, bit of fielding, bit of dropping catches, but all in all, he's a decent enough all-rounder for Pakistan to be slotted at 7 or 8. But the big problem Pakistan has is the fact that he can't replicate what he's done in the past 7, 8, 9 months in Test cricket in any other format. And Pakistan needs someone like him in the other formats, but Pakistan isn't getting that. So I think he's a pretty decent bat right now. Bowler-wise, he's nothing more than a second change bowler, and he's no more than anything above a number 7 batsman. He needs to work a lot harder to come into that kind of bracket, but I could consider him an all-rounder for what Pakistan needs an all-rounder for at the moment. So yeah, that's a really good question. Another really good question. Third over has begun, by the way, guys. And James Anderson is swinging the ball like he does almost every single time. Pradeep says letters which I can't pronounce. And he says, good afternoon from Yorkshire, watching with an England fan who has tickets for tomorrow. Oh, he's shouting for India today if they score really slowly. That's awesome, Andy. That's brilliant. Hope he has fun. Hope they have fun. Sorry. Thank you so much, by the way, for joining, and everyone who's joined us so far. Like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Really does help. Do check out the other channels that I mentioned before: Quality Shot, WW Podcast, Hit Wicket by Rampus. There's loads. The list goes on. But yeah, thank you so much, everyone who has joined us so far. Swinging away, Mr. Anderson is. Anirudh Sharma says, hi, I am from India. I hope Virat Kohli comes back in form. He is the pinnacle and backbone of the team. India, God may bring Kohli back in top form. Love from Uttar Pradesh, India. Wow. Anirudh, thank you for joining. Like, share, subscribe. I'm going to keep asking, but thank you so much for joining from all the way from Uttar Pradesh. And outside edge dropped short of the third slip. But well stopped by Overton. But yeah, I agree with you. If Kohli can get big, that would be amazing for India. Honestly, Abir and Ahana show says, "Will India win, sir?" Well, you know what? India, logically, no. But India is one of the few teams that can make it back and at least go for the draw. And I think that's definitely a possibility. What's the score? England score. England scored. It'll be on the screen shortly. Yeah, 432 all out. Shami and Bumrah got wickets in 2 overs. Once again, this time Rohit Sharma was actually guiding it through the gap between the slip cordon, but well fielded once again by Overton. Peter says Naseem Shah playing CPL and skipping domestic cricket completely sums up the domestic structure, young players' mindset. It's not great. It's not great, man. But hopefully the CPL ends by mid-September. The national T20 begins, I think, somewhere in September as well. And then we've got the Qaid-e-Azam Trophy, which is the first-class cricket, which is something that he should play. He needs to play. MSR says, Meri Jaan, Hindi se bola. Hindi se bolo na. Yaar, thing is, there's so many people in the chat jinko Hindi nahi aati na, they speak English. So that's the reason why I use English as my go-to. Sujata says, hi. Hi, Sujata. Thank you so much for joining. It's going to be a draw. Ankit, it's very likely it's going to be a draw. Mediasan says, I'm from India. And sir, where are you from? I'm from England. I've lived in England over 20 years. And originally, I'm from Pakistan. And I think I'm getting to the bottom of the list. Nope, I'm still far behind. I love MSD. Sujata, I love MSD. MSD is one of my favorite players of all time. Prithwell says, can you stream in Hindi? That would be really appreciated. Yaar, the issue is, itne log hain jo dekh rahe na, I can't speak in Hindi the entire time, which is the reason why I default to English. लेकिन अगले हफ्ते जब हम इंशाल्लाह वो करेंगे लाइव स्ट्रीम करेंगे, हम कुछ गेस्ट लाएंगे जहाँ पे हम हिंदी में बात करेंगे instead of just in English. So please do join me, then that would be pretty cool. माँ गया जहाँ भी बस मेरी याद थी. क्या बात है. Adil says Geo News have posted on their YouTube channel 46 minutes ago cricket special with Danish Aziz, interview with Ramiz, or Danish Anis, sorry, interview with Ramiz. Gonna check it out during lunch. You should too. I will do my best. It's probably gonna be Juma, so I'm gonna go for Juma. But yeah, when I come back, I'll try and give that a watch for sure. First ball of this over, and India gets a single. Rahul moves on to 2. Robinson running in, second ball of the over. Rohit Sharma on strike. Rohit Sharma leaves that one. That is very well left. I think they've understood, or they need to understand, the true bounce of this pitch, because there's so many deliveries that if this was the subcontinent, they would not be going over the stumps. And they'd be like, oh, we're bold, but you just need to get used to it. And I think they're going to get used to it. Bra will hit a century. I really hope so. Asjad, will you be reacting to the video I sent through Patreon? Yes, I will. Yes, I will, my friend. Definitely. Mohammed Stan says, I know Fazan, he can bowl that ball with nips back into the right-hander, but he isn't getting many wickets. Hasn't gotten even a 4 for. Yeah, that's very true. That rings so true. Well defended there by Rohit Sharma. What would be Rishabh Pant's role? Top order or middle order for sure. But he needs to, whenever he comes in, needs to just stay with whichever batsman is in. All right, he needs to just hang in there, take as long as he needs, play like he did in Sydney, play like he did at the Gabba. That's the type of innings India needs right now. Ibrahim says, with these conditions, how effective do you think the England bowlers will be with the older ball? I think they will struggle, which will make it easier for the Indian batsmen. I agree with you. The big thing there, Ibrahim, is the fact that will we get to a stage where the ball stops swinging, the older ball stops swinging? Because it was swinging even after like the end of lunch, right? It was not end of lunch, middle session. It was still swinging after 40 overs, 30 overs. So we'll have to see when that becomes an old ball. Mohammed Mediasan says, I'm from India and I'm sorry to say that. From which country you are? I'm originally from Pakistan. I've been here 20 years in the UK. So yeah, thank you for joining. Thank you for joining all the way from India. And he says, thank you for the kind words. I have liked, shared this video and with 7 of my friends, and I'm already subscribed. That's awesome. That's really kind of you. Thank you so much. And he says, is it worth persisting with Butler? Someone asked me this question yesterday. Someone genuinely asked me this question yesterday, Andy. And I think England will. I think England will this entire series. But maybe for Australia, they look at Ben Foakes. Maybe they consider completely dropping Bairstow. Maybe who was that guy who played so well domestically, but then didn't play as well in international cricket when he debuted, right? I can't remember his name. Very good wicketkeeper, bats higher up in the order, but was given 7 or 8 position against New Zealand, which was kind of disappointing. But yeah, Ben Foakes could be a very decent option instead of Josh Butler. But Butler is someone that England likes to stick with, especially since he came back in 2018, 2019. Abdullah says 100 likes done. Oh, that's amazing. Thank you, everyone, for liking the video. That's very kind of you to do. Thank you so much. NXT Tufan Gaming says, Rohit century, marega to khushi milegi. I agree. Same here. Why Kuldeep not playing? Kuldeep is not playing because, well, there's no logical reason. There is no reason for him to play. There's no space for him in the side. I says, bhai, wow, there's a lot of people in the chat. Thank you, everyone, for joining. There's over 100 people in the chat. Much appreciated. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I'm going to try and get through the comments as soon as possible. Bhai, bandi milegi ke mere ko setting karni hai. Yeah, man, bandi don't need... What are you asking me for? What are you asking me for, man? I have no clue. I'm really sorry. Manpreet says, kya lagta hai aapko Anderson aaj lega Virat? I hope not. If Virat Kohli can make the adjustments that he knows he needs to make, especially based on what he's already talked about, Nasser Hussain was talking about, then I think he won't. I don't think he will. Pritpal says, no, there are mostly people from Pakistan and India. Everybody can understand Hindi. Are you sure, Pritpal? Are you sure? I can check my stats analytics, and I'm fairly certain there's about 30% of the people who are not from India or Pakistan. Someone says, hello, I said, how are you? I'm well. Thank you so much for joining. Piyush says, Bhuvaneshwar Kumar versus... That's a tough question. Bhuvi needs to come back into the Indian side. But Siraj has just had one bad game. In swinging, delivery to KL Rahul, who just plays that through square leg, down to fine leg for a single. That's a tough one. That's definitely a tough call. I wouldn't be the person to choose. I would say Siraj for now, but Bhuvi needs to come back, even though he's in his early 30s, isn't he? Maybe if Ishant Sharma retires, then Bhuvi, that's the type of thing I'm thinking, because India has a brilliant pace battery. It's very difficult to kind of stick in Bhuvaneshwar Kumar into this side. Is Shami, even though Bhuvaneshwar Kumar is a beast, and I would take him with hands open, arms open, all that stuff. But I think Bhuvaneshwar Kumar's, it's going to be difficult for him. It's going to be difficult for him to get into this side especially if India keeps winning or keeps bowling really, really well. Joy says, is Shami the most unlucky bowler ever? Bowls very well and doesn't even get 5 first. Yeah, he got another 4 for today. Yeah, unfortunate. Someone says, can this Indian team repeat the heroics of the Indian team in the Kolkata match? That's what everyone's hoping for. That's what I'm hoping for. Oh, wants a full profile of us. Oh, what can I say? I don't know what profile I can give you. Folks in for Butler. It was Bracey. Thank you, James Bracey. Thank you very much, Fazan, for that. Folks, 100%. Yeah. What have your thoughts been on Mr. Ishant Sharma? Pretty disappointing. Yeah, I agree. Not the greatest. How much runs will England win by? Ooh, I think it's going to be a while. I don't know. I'm not even going to predict this. I'm not predicting this. I had a bold prediction, which is going to go down the drain of India winning on the 5th day. Mohammed Hassan says, by the way, Ashraf and Fazan, which players are you guys excited to see in the QEA trophy? Personally, I'm really, 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 really excited to watch Shahnawaz Dahani, to see everyone who performed well in the previous season, for them to perform well again. Kamran Ghulam, Saud Shakil, he didn't have a great season last season. Right? I want to see if Khurram Manzoor can get another 100. Dude scored so many hundreds in domestic cricket. I want to watch Arshad Iqbal. A lot of Pakistani players who've been with the squad now and will need to play the Qadir Trophy. I want to see Naseem Shah. I want to see if Zahid Mahmood can genuinely play red ball cricket, not go for 1 billion runs and take wickets. I want to see if he can actually bowl like at an economy of less than 3.5, but at the same time take wickets regularly. So I'm excited to see a lot of players. In terms of the young blood, Qasim Akram, man. I've been mentioning Qasim Akram since since like not July, sorry, December. Qasim Akram, I want to see if he can get to the level that everyone is expecting him to be. If he can improve his batting, improve his bowling side of things, and become a genuine all-rounder, that would be great. That would be amazing. Sman says, Asjad, that was James Bracey. Yep, thank you very much for that. Yeah, he batted lower down the order when he should have batted a lot higher. Mehdi says, I like so much English commentary, sir. According to you, which England bowler? Oh, thank you very much. That's very kind of you, say. Break this partnership. I hope none of them break the partnership. But it's more likely than not it's going to be James Anderson, isn't it? James Bracey, the keeper, I think you're correct, Andy. I completely agree with you. Someone says, guess who has scored most runs for England in a calendar year? Is it Joe Root? Is it Joe Root? Is it this time round? Is it Joe Root? Oh, is there any chance of rain? There was a bit of rain, Aaron, and it seems like it's not going to rain that much today. I know it was going to rain a bit today, but I didn't think it was just going to be, like 5 minutes. Anupam says, what do you think will be the highest run? Who will be the highest run getter for India in this innings? I've got a feeling one of the openers, KL Rahul, Rohit Sharma, 100%. I would like Rishabh Pant and Virat Kohli to score a lot of runs as well, personally. Good luck for Team India. Good luck, Team India. Yes, gaming, agreed. Vanita Hedge says, hi. Hello, Vanita Hedge. Thank you so much for joining. Well left by KL Rahul there. Suman says, when Bhuvi gets fit, he will walk into the side. Suman, I don't think that India is going to take him like that. I think they're going to delay his entrance into the test squad, which is exactly what they did by sending him into Sri Lanka. But we'll have to see. I would like Bhuvi in the side though, personally. Yes, he can bat a bit, so he comes in at that number 8 spot if they're not playing 2 spinners. But Preet says Virat should play basic cricket for a few balls, for more than a few balls. But yeah, Atifullah Khan says Atifullah Khan. That's hit outside off. That's hit outside off, Mr. Robinson. No need to appeal for that. No need to go up for that either. Yeah, good call. Don't review it. Don't review that. Pawan says, why are Indian batsmen struggling this bad in this test match? English openers showed that this was a good batting pitch. The ball is swinging quite a bit, and I don't think they're super struggling. They're just listening to the advice of survive as long as possible, bat as long as possible. Raju Bhai Gaming says, I think Ashwin is better than Jaddu on this pitch. You know what? A lot of people are saying that now in hindsight, 100%. Andrew Cook says, tour to Australia is going to be interesting. Yes, it is. They have an outbreak over there now, and New South Wales is taking a live with what? Unlike the other states and territories, games in Sydney might need to shift. 100% they're going to shift. Oh, quick running there by KL Rahul. They ran 2. Wow. He just played that to the leg side and ran 2 very, very well. That's good running, Rahul. KL, sorry. Not Rahul. What am I talking about? Keep thinking of Shah Rukh Khan every time I think of Rahul. So says, is there any chance for Haris Sahel to come back? Not in the test side, but I think he walks into the ODIs for Pakistan in test cricket. There's a brilliant piece that Nasser Hussain did, and I keep referring to that. It's something that I've seen not just in England, but in general with Virat Kohli. When he plays well, his back foot is pointing towards point. And I went through a lot of older footage and tried to look at it. I get where he's coming from. Ganesh Prasad says, Kamran Akmal. Yeah, I don't think he's gonna do anything. Good vibes to him though. I hope he's doing well. And it says all of the NRL, Aussie Rugby League has shifted to Queensland, including the Sydney teams. That's crazy, man. Raheem says CPL is finishing on the 15th of September. Thank you very much. Yes, absolutely. Qasim Akram looks so good. He has played about 7 List A games and he has had an average of 57. Manpreet says Pujara should be dropped after this match. I think he should. I don't think he will, but I think he should. Joy says Ishant Sharma is the kind of bowler who is so much underrated from 2018. He has been the most consistent bowler, honestly, for India. After this injury, he just hasn't looked the same. Even in the previous match, he took wickets, but he just didn't have that oomph about Ishant Sharma that Ishant Sharma has. That's what I'm talking about. And has about an 18 average with other paces don't, and still 1 bad match. I think it's the injury. Maybe it's just taking him some time to start bowling the way that he used to, because he was bowling very inconsistent lines. here and in the previous game. That's the basis of my comment, if you get what I mean. Oh, Rohil Nazir. Oh, definitely, Fazan. It's Vaughn quality shot. Knew the answer. Someone says, where is it? Where is it? Is it? Oh, nice. Nice. I missed. Oh, yeah, Vaughn. There we go. Thanks for that. That's pretty cool. Quality shot. We'll know the answer. Joy says, everyone asks for him getting dropped. I don't think he should get dropped. I'm asking if India need to replace a pacer. It has to be one of Siraj and Sharma. And a beautiful shot through the covers by Rohit Sharma. That's gone to the boundary. That's me doing a 4 dance. But yeah, that's gone for 4. Good shot, full, wide, but he connected. So I'm not going to argue with that too much. Timed that very well. Didn't even push at it too much. He just timed it for 4. I'm asking for the fact that if Ashwin plays, who else can you drop? Siraj might be a choice, I guess. But I can't think of anyone else that India drops from the bowling side to bring in Ravichandran Ashwin. Need Ishan Kishan in test. Interesting. Yabo Dahani and Naseem Shah, also Rahil Nazir. Unfortunately, last year, it wasn't the greatest year for him, but I'm very, 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 very glad to see. That's a single down to square leg by Rohit Sharma. But I'm very glad that he's getting consistent chances, rather than just sporadic chances all over the place. Especially in domestic cricket, he's getting a fair shot. Rahul Nazir is. Where are we? I said exactly. That's why I said fit. Oh, okay. I'm trying to read the stuff very quickly. So I'm really sorry if I miss someone's comments and miss your comments. Apologies. Ibrahim says India would have loved to have both Bhuvi and Deepak Chahar for this test. Plus, both can bat. Yeah, Bhuvi can bat. Deepak Chahar cannot bat as well as Bhuvi though. Anderson to Rahul. Rahul defends that one. Well defended. What's the position Pakistan team in? I think Pakistan has a decent chance. And for you to understand exactly what I feel about, Pakistan and if they're going to win the World T20 Cup, in about 2 to 3 weeks, I will be going on Quality Shot, and we're going to discuss all the teams that we kind of spoke about yesterday. So definitely do check us out on Quality Shot, and we're going to have that discussion. But a very quick intro. I think Pakistan has a decent chance of winning, but they're the most inconsistent side in the world. They can do anything. It's all about momentum. And someone else said it yesterday. It's all about momentum. When Pakistan starts doing well, then everything starts clicking. But if they have 1-2 bad games, then they're just out of sorts completely. Tuv says Pujara can never become like Dravid, in my opinion. Not anymore, man. How Pujara can be dropped when captain himself is not doing great. I'll explain. Dropping Virat Kohli is not going to drop himself. Rahane is the vice captain. Hence the Pujara comment. No one else I can consider dropping. Rishabh Pant's the keeper, right? And then you've got the bowlers. The bowlers, if you want to go with an even longer tail, then you put Jadeja at 6. Yes, he's not included in the tail, but you know what I mean. Like in terms of the bowlers, yes, you have a lot of choices with the ball, but India needs someone to come in and settle the middle order, right? And who might that be? We don't know. And maybe Pujara scores 100 in this innings and everything gets quietened down. You know what I mean? The sports breakdown says for the 4th test, India should bring in Ashwin and either Scar. I think it'll be Mayank if anyone comes in. I don't think Jadeja is going to leave. Jadeja is probably going to remain. Pujara is going to... Yeah, Pujara, that's the question. That's the thing, isn't it? Harinder says, would it be tough for Sky to adopt? That's not a bad shout. The thing with Sky is I don't think India is going to debut Sky against England while India is not in the greatest of positions. Oh, that's a beautiful delivery, but thankfully KL Rahul kind of left his bat behind his pad on that occasion. Well done. Well done there. Adil says Ashwin's on the bench. He was smiling, had a laugh on the bench with someone. Did you see? Yes, I did, Adil. Yes, I did. Sky would get troubled in swinging conditions. He's used to playing in Asian pitches where the ball doesn't bounce much. Yeah, agreed. Ibrahim says Deepak Chahar bats higher than Bhuvi. What? In Sri Lanka recently, India were using him at number 7. Probably were using him at number 7, weren't they? I'm thinking in terms of hanging out there. But if Deepak Chahar is a better bat, then Deepak Chahar is a better bat. Both of them would have been very helpful for India in this series. Sports Breakdown says, for me, the 4 semifinalists are India, England, West Indies, and Pakistan. Interesting. Mayank can play at 3. Yeah, Shivam, that's at least that's what I'm thinking. I just don't know how I put Ashwin in the side. And the only person I can remove, probably Ishant Sharma or Mohammad Siraj, right? Those are the only two that I can consider kicking out and bringing in Ashwin. So my team, like ideally, that's played down to square leg, and that's a single to KL Rahul. KL Rahul moves on to 6. India move on to 14. And yeah, it's the 8th over that we are in at the moment. Anderson continuing to bowl as he does every single match. In terms of, my side for India's next game against England, I would go Rohit Rahul. Again, people are going to disagree with me, say you need to stick with Pujara, blah, 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 blah. I would bring Mayank in at 3. I would put Kohli, Rahane, Pant, Jadeja, Ashwin, then Ishant, Shami, and Bumrah after that point. I think that's the team I would go with from an Indian perspective. But we'll have to see. Maybe they stick with the same side and see how things go, My semi-finalists for the World T20 Cup are India, Afghanistan. Yeah, Afghanistan, that would be a great story. And Sri Lanka and West Indies. Sri Lanka, if they qualify, that would be pretty cool. Does Sri Lanka have a chance of making into the... I think they do. They don't have a great chance, but they have very good players, very exciting players. If they play the way that they can, like the potential in Sri Lanka is great. Mehdi Hassan says, sir, I subscribe to the channel because I'm trying to learn English. I hope you are continuing to continue to English. Well, that's great. I'm glad you're learning a new language. That's pretty darn cool. Love it. Kaise ho bhai? Vishnu says, I'm good. Hope you're doing it well as well. Joy here to tell me Deepak Chahar is more aggressive batsman while Bhuvi is compact batsman and doesn't have many shots, but he can hang around. Yeah, I agree. He can hang around. Mayanka De Silva says Virat Kohli back and forth. Well, we'll have to see, Mayanka. We'll have to see. Chandimal, yeah. Indeed, in the top order. Adil says, so far, India session 2 wickets. No one at the moment. Things can change. Yeah, I'm trying not to even think about it. I'm thinking about India just playing out the session. That's all they got to do. Sports Breakdown says, can Jasprit Bumrah be given a rest for the 5th test due to his workload coming up with the IPL and the T20 World Cup? If India's winning the series, maybe. If India's not winning the series, I find it highly unlikely. Ashwin M says, next match to play, Ishant Sharma replaces Umesh Yadav. I genuinely keep forgetting about Umesh Yadav. I think Umesh Yadav is an absolute beast. And since Siraj came back in, I think Yadav's not been given as much importance, but definitely Umesh Yadav needs to be given some sort of go again. If not in England, then the next test series that India plays, because Umesh Yadav is very good. The last 3 years, Umesh Yadav, Ishant Sharma, Mohammad Shami, Jasprit Bumrah, India's been really, really good with their main pace bowlers. And then Mohammad Siraj has burst onto the scene, which is why he's basically replaced that number 4 seamer for India. Sir Michael says, hello, brother. Where are you from? Hello to you as well. I am from England, but I'm originally from Pakistan. I've been in England for quite some time, and I'm watching the England-India match where I am supporting India, sitting in England. Crazy, right? Crazy things. Mehdi Hassan says, please update this. The score is still 14-0. Score is still 14-0 in the 8th over. Robinson has just come on and bowled his first delivery. Hence, I'm going to move that to 9th over. But yeah, thank you for reminding me about updating the score. Joyce is the only bowler I see. Umesh Yadav is if Shami gets injured. Both are kind of similar. Don't you think he could potentially replace Siraj? Joy, what do you think? Umesh also did perform decently in the practice match. Yeah, KL Rahul had a pretty good practice match as well, and we've seen his form. So maybe. Ibrahim says people have been asking why don't India work on turning Deepak Chahar and Thakur into an all-rounder they're looking for since Pandya has been failing. That's an interesting point. And I think, I can't remember who it was. It was some English or Australian journalist that was talking about this. He was like, Shardul Thakur, and he didn't say Deepak Chahar, but Shardul Thakur could be a potential replacement for Hardik Pandya. I don't see it, but I think Shardul Thakur has the ability to be consistent. If he keeps doing what he's done so far in his test career, he's a definite shout. He can bat a bit. but he'll be mostly used as a fourth pacer, I think, more than anything. Harindu says, "Will Afghanistan cricket be affected?" I think it already has. A couple of tours have been cancelled, and at the end of the day, I think Afghanistan needs to do really well in the T20 World Cup, and that would be a great story. If Afghanistan wins the World Cup, that's going to be a fantastic story, man. I'm not covering anything in the CPL. I genuinely don't have time. I can hardly do international cricket. I can't even cover the Vitality Blast or the 100 or, even any domestic games that I really want to watch. So, yeah, unfortunately, I can't. This man says Amish Yadav is absolute quality, great test match bowler. Indeed, he is. Siraj is cold as ferret. Don't see him getting dropped. Vansh Tomar Jat says, Jai Hind, Bharat jeetega. Let's hope so. Let's hope they can win. Brother, what you in England? What am I in England? I am human in England. So sorry. I don't know what you mean. Good delivery from Anderson. India leaving well. Rohit Sharma leaving well there. Good leave. The ball is doing quite a bit, so they know if the ball is going to swing away, they know exactly how to play it. But Anderson does rip it in sometimes, which is where he's very, very dangerous. Next comment. Someone says in the next match, Ishant will not play. Sharda will play ahead of Amish. Interesting, because he gives you stuff with the bat as well. Top Paha Bharat. Don't know what that means. Match is a draw. Sandhya, if the match is a draw, I'm going to be ecstatic as anything. But he says, Bree to you as well. Rat 18, comeback king. Kishore, I really hope you're right. Sandhya says IPL is coming soon. Yep, mid-September. It's going to be interesting. A lot of replacements. We'll have to see how the series goes, how the tournament goes. But I'm going to be very excited. I'm going to try and cover the IPL, which is going to be very difficult considering it's going to be the Pakistan series going on with New Zealand. There's just loads of stuff going on. So I'll do my best to cover the IPL. I was covering the IPL before, but I'm going to try and do the same thing. I don't know if I can do watch-alongs like this, though. Jewelry manufacturer, all Indian, mascot says, I am Ali from Oman. Well, Ali from Oman, thank you so much for joining, man. Really appreciate it. Please like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Really, really love it. Thank you very much. Media says, sir, you saw IPL? Yes, of course. Yeah, I watch IPL a lot. Joy says, why people are saying this match will end up in a draw? It's still day 3, and Indian team has to survive 3 days to draw the match or score. Joy, because there's a chance of rain. That's the reason why a lot of people are saying that it's gonna be a draw. At least that's what I think. That's what I'm taking it. Ashwin says, your name, please. My name is Asjad Pasha. So yeah, that's my name. I don't know why I made it such a big deal. Yeah, that's my name. Someone says, Asjad, I get that point. It's very simple. I didn't ask you why Pujara should be dropped when captaincy and also not doing great. Providing strength to middle order, not only Pujara's job. That's very true. That's very true. Someone. I think the reason why Pujara takes the flack because of his role or his backing or what he's done for so long, which is the fact he'll be the rock for India or the wall for India, where he'd come in and just hang in there. He's just going to stick it out there. Doesn't matter if he doesn't get too many runs, but he's just going to play deliveries upon deliveries and upon deliveries. If he can still do that, like that 40 odd he scored in the previous match, then I don't see him going anywhere. But it's the fact that he's getting out in similar fashion a lot. That's where the issue comes in, right? Well, to be honest, so is Virat and so is Rahane. So I can't really argue with that. I think Pujara takes the flag just because of those two reasons. That he's supposed to be the wall and that he's not doing his particular job. But everyone is accountable. I agree with that point completely. Abdullah says, had lunch, did the dishes, and came back, and the score is still 14 runs. Amazing. Well, at least India are trying to just back out the session, which is great, which I'm happy with personally. Pramila says, can India manage to draw? What do you think? The only reason I think India can manage to draw is because one day or so will go to rain. If that's the case, then India can manage to draw. Sir Michael says, brother, what you do in England? I'm from Nepal. You know Nepal? Yes, I do. Well, welcome from Nepal. Thank you so much for joining. I'm an IT analyst, IT consultant. So yeah, wait, hold on. Yeah, I'm an IT consultant. And yeah, that's my usual job. That's what I do. Joy says a man can always dream, but with current batting from it's highly unlikely. But this Indian team can repeat. If they can repeat Kolkata, man, I'm going to be ecstatic. I just might start dancing. Just might start dancing. I'll tell you what. MD Daud says, Rohit Sharma double century laga agar aaj Bharat Vijay. That'll be nice. Teju Dia, what are you saying? Don't know who Teju is. Ibrahim says, with the situation in Afghanistan, they have already postponed that series. Yeah. What do you think will happen if they have to? I don't see them pulling out of the T20 World Cup. I find that harder to believe. I think the T20 World Cup, they're still going to play. Quick single from Rohit Sharma there. Very good, very quick single. And he moves into double figures. Just taps it down to the leg side, and India move on to 16 in the 10th over. Sunday says Vanidu and Chamera join RCB, remove Zampa. Yep, they do. India Russian massage. Rahul Rohit or Shah Sun. Hi guys. Chai pilo. Papade khalo. Thank you, Nitu. I really appreciate that. Really appreciate it. Moon will be on before lunch. Andy, I agree with you. Moon will be on before lunch. That's a beautiful delivery, though, by Robinson, and that's been given. That's been given. Robinson with an absolute peach of a delivery, swinging into KL Rahul, who comes down but doesn't come down enough, tries to whip it through the leg side, misses it, pads plumb in front. They're reviewing it. Oh, I thought that was plumb in front. Where it goes from here. What's going to happen? I really hope KL Rahul doesn't go. I really hope he doesn't get out. Where are we? So, which IPL team do you support? I support CSK. CSK, all in all. I'm really sorry. There's a lot of comments which I'm trying to read. Yeah, that's probably hitting leg. If not hitting leg, probably umpire's call leg stump. Where are we? Sman says, Azad, did you watch the trailer? Yes, I did. Really good trailer. That let the dominoes fall. Oh, it's unfortunate. It is unfortunate. Gaurav says, hi, Azad. Good to see you. Good to see you as well. Thank you so much for joining. The problem with Pujara is that he most of the time misses the boundary balls, and then it creates pressure. And then if he doesn't score big, it looks even worse. Yes, it does. It's missing! It's missing! Yes! It's missing. I don't know why I went so high pitch. It's missing. KL Rahul remains. He remains. Super excited about that. Very happy. Where are we? Sagar says, भाई ये अपनी शक्ल क्यों बताते हैं, मैच क्यों नहीं बताते? Okay. I'm sorry. I'm trying to comment on the match, but I will do my best to continue commenting on the match rather than reading the comments. Well, I'm going to try and read the comments anyway. Mumbai Indians will be champion. That would be interesting. Hi, Yoga. Thank you so much for joining, man. Pramila says, which you choose from the list? I didn't see a list. Anick says, I don't think any Afghan player still in the country will be allowed out in the short term. Too worried about people leaving for good. Yeah, that's very, very true. Missing. England can. I've lost the plot, and the reason is because there's so many comments that came in straight away that I've lost where I was, and they've now disappeared. I'm so sorry, anyone, if I've missed any of your chats. Please type them again. I'll do my best to kind of respond to them. Thank you so much for joining, by the way. Like, share, subscribe if you haven't done so already. And yeah, Rahul on strike. Last ball of the 10th over coming up. Someone says yesterday it was all cloudy, but ball was not swinging at all. It's the type of ball England choose. Definitely. Lloyd said it. What is it? Hussein said it. Atherton said it. It's the type of ball England choose because they know the type of dukes that's going to swing a lot more, and that's swinging. And that swings. And that's another beauty, but goes past the outside edge of Mr. KL Rahul. Sir Michael says, KL Rahul gone today. No, he's not gone. Don't worry about it. Love from Uttarakhand, Kedarnath. Thank you, Sagar Shukla, for joining. I'm originally from Pakistan, but I live in the UK. Shivam says, if India play out the day's end with less than 3 wickets, then and only then are there chances of a draw. Interesting. Mehdi says, I'm so happy when you say it's missing. Thanks, man. I'm happy as well. Ashwin says, pitch report, please explain. So, pitch is fine. The pitch isn't the problem. It's the fact that it's doing stuff in the air, right? And if it lands on the seam, obviously, oh, look at Nasser Hussain. He was so happy. And that's the. I want to see his face when it was the other decision. Overturn into the attack, exactly what England should have done in the previous innings, but didn't really matter. Do you know why? Because Curran came in and took wickets. Overton into the attack. Bowled really well yesterday. Was it yesterday? He bowled really well the day before, honestly. So yeah, it's not the pitch. It's more the fact that, that was full on about off stump, and Rohit Sharma plays it through the leg side for a single. Sharma moves on to the 11. And Overton with a decent delivery first up. So yeah, that's all I can kind of explain. I think the overcast conditions genuinely helping the bowlers. The ball is swinging quite a bit. We'll have to see if the pitch is as flat as it looked when England were batting, because maybe it's just the fact that England are used to this type of pitches. That could be the reason. And he says he nearly didn't review that. I know, right? I can't believe he didn't review that. Actually, I thought it was umpire's call, so if there wasn't any chance. Okay. Please don't worry. Just give me 2 seconds, guys. Just bear with me 2 seconds. Right. Sorry. Just had to deal with something. But thank you, everyone who stayed with us so far. Much, much appreciated. Mini Gaming says, will India have... It's not a great chance, but India need to play out the day. Play out the day. Someone says, take my comment. Someone, I'm going to find your comment, but if I find it, I will talk about it. Where is it? I saw the yesterday cloud one. I can't find the other one. Overton to KL Rahul. He's getting the ball to swing, but he's not close enough to the stumps for him to try and play. So that's good. Someone says yes, but morally, how is this correct? It's simple to drop on the correct form between bad, worse, and ugly performances. All right, fair enough. I see your point. Ibrahim says Shamsi joined Rajasthan Royals. Adil Rashid joined Punjab Kings. So great leg spinners or wrist spinners in this year's IPL. Anderson will take how many wickets? I hope 0, Sumit. I hope 0 wickets. Suma Shekhar Sumu says, I think it's India win. If that happens, that'd be great. Someone says Tim Southey is in KKR in place of Pat Cummins. Yes, he is. It's unfortunate, but they're getting some decent players. You got, I think, Hasaranga, RCB. You've got the 2 leg spinners that we're talking about. You got Mr. Tim Southey right there. So yeah, great chances. I think India will win this one. I really hope so. Many games saying in place of Pujara, Sky is the perfect option. I think interesting. Can India win? It's difficult. Joy says I gave 5% chance to win for India, 15% of a draw, and due to rain, and 80% goes to England. I would say to 85% to England winning, but the rest is about right. Like 10% to draw, 5% to an India win. It's highly unlikely. It's very unlikely. So Mikhail says, bro, visit Nepal or not? Explain about Nepal and Kathmandu. I don't know what I mean. I've never visited Nepal. Arpit says, what is it? It's very little. It's very low. It's very, very low. Overton to KL Rahul. He leaves that one as well. Well left by KL. And overdone. Overton. Didn't realize that. Yeah, Overton bowled quite well, but he's bowled a bit too wide. And thankfully, KL Rahul didn't go for that one and tried to smash it through the covers. Knight Rider says KKR is the best team in the IPL. I'm glad you believe so. Lucky 10 says, what is the score? The score is 17 for 0. 11 overs gone. Anderson's probably going to continue from the other end. Mini Gaming, no, not Anderson, sorry. Robinson's going to continue, and then Curran might come into ball. But we'll have to see how things go. We'll need to bring Ashwin. Yeah, they definitely need to bring Ashwin in, who will perform for India in the second innings. From an Indian perspective, everyone needs to perform from an Indian perspective. Who is your favorite batsman in the world? Right now, my favorite batsman in the world is Steve Smith. Steve Smith is probably my favorite batsman in the world as of this moment, yeah. Prasoon says, how if India win? the only way India can win is play out the next 2 days, get a lead of 200, 220, put England to bat on the last day, and bowl them out. Beautiful shot. Yeah, Robinson to continue. Beautiful shot off the pads from Rohit Sharma down to square leg for a single. That's 18 for 0. In the 12th over, Rahul moves on to 12. Gaurav says, could this be the famous Kolkata test-like turnaround? That's what every Indian supporter is thinking. That's what every Indian supporter is wanting right now. That is the case, honestly. Srinivas says India will win if they can bat 180 overs. I think India will get a chance of winning if they bat 180 overs. I can't disagree with that. I can't disagree with that at all. What is the performance of Rohit? So far, Rohit's looked pretty good. He's left the ball outside off. There's some peaches to Rahul, but Rohit's looked all right. Vivi says, who is your favorite bowler in the world? Jasprit Bumrah. Jasprit Bumrah is my favorite bowler in the world right now. Of the current crop, no inside edge, no inside edge, no inside edge. They're gonna go up to for a review, I think, but I don't think that's an inside edge. That's no inside edge, guys. Don't review it. Don't review it. The camera angle tells me they're gonna review it. I think he's gonna review. Oh, okay, Hasib doesn't know. Hamid doesn't know. Hamid doesn't know. They're not reviewing it. Okay, good call. Good call, Joe Root. Good call. Sabul Alam says Rohit Sharma will be able to score a century in this innings. Brother, what is your opinion? I think he probably can. He needs to for India's sake. We'll stop the Joe Root. Who will stop the Joe Root further? Oh, man. Do you know what? Joe Root is so good right now. It's going to be difficult. You just need to get Root early. That's the thing. You need to get Root early and take all your chances. Joy says Joe Root is climbing the ranks for sure. He's close second after Williamson for me. Yeah. Joe Root is a fantastic. Smith hasn't played as much, but for me, Steve Smith is my favorite batsman right now. Suresh Kumawat says, say my name. Say my name? Say my name. Smith says, Anderson and Clouds, deadly combination for sure. Which score is safe for India in the second innings? Minimum 550 as a minimum. Hastings. Okay. Can Virat score a ton? That's what I've been wanting for like 2 years, man. Suresh, I think I said your name before, but that's all good. I'm at the bottom. I can't believe this. This is amazing. Thank you, everyone who's joined us. Please like, share, subscribe if you haven't done so already. Please do comment. Let me know what you think. Do you think India can win? Do you think England is going to win today? What do you think? How will India win? Or how can India win? I'm going to do that poll I did yesterday once again. This time, it's about who will win this particular match. I think I did that yesterday as well. If I can't remember fully. But thank you, everyone who has joined us. This is amazing. Still 100 people in the chat. I'm going to do a poll very quickly. Who will win this test? Let's see. England, India, rain, or draw. I'll just put draw as an option. I'll put draw as an option just because I'm feeling funny. Where are we? Ayush says in T20s, who is your favorite batsman right now in the world? T20s? I think it has to be Devon Conway. It was Glenn Phillips for like this much, but Devon Conway is amazing. Devon Conway for sure. Adil says quality shot. Having a chat with Root about that. That's hilarious. If England going to lose a review, then let them ask Jad. Madhurajan, I'm so sorry. I'm just trying to be as unbiased, even though I'm supporting India like crazy. I'm trying to be unbiased when I'm trying to, tell them they should make good decisions, not bad decisions. But yeah, I get what you mean. I should be more respectful of supporting the team I am. Bharat says, I know as an Indian fan, I have to stay optimistic, but as a test cricket fan, I'm glad that England are making a comeback. I don't want a one-sided series. That's good. As a test cricket fan, I think most people are happy about that, but they just want India to win at the end of it. Who is capable to do bowling like James Anderson? What is your thinking? Options, Overton or Robinson? Probably Robinson. Overton's done great. Overton's done basically what Anderson's doing in domestic cricket for 2 years minimum, right? So maybe even Overton. But for me, Robinson is the danger man with the ball. Minigaming says, will Pujara get success? I hope so. India win or not? Suresh, we don't know yet. Sir, can Bangladesh team win? I think they can qualify 100%. 200 for 1 should be today. Yeah, that's ideal. Well, ideally, 200 for 0, my friend. Noah says, I think England will win at the most before tea tomorrow. Interesting. Oh, a beautiful delivery by Overton. Whew. Rohit Sharma tried to defend that one and just went past the outside edge, pitching just about outside off and just moving away. Yeah, it swung, it seemed, oh, beautiful delivery. Actually, back of a length as well. It will end in a tie. Abdullah, just because I don't have that option there. Goodness me. Hasaranga is a replacement of Adam Zampa and Tim David. Tim David is great. And Shamira and is also joining RCB. Yep, that's great. Why is Rohit not the best? Rohit is doing great. Rohit is doing a fairly decent job. Can't really argue that. I think he's left the ball very well so far in this innings. Like, he knows not to push at certain deliveries. The only thing that's gotten him out mostly in this series is that bouncer where he tries to pull the ball, you know? Ambikesh says, hello, sir. Hello, Ambikesh Tawari. Thank you so much for joining. Likit says, who will take first breakthrough? Out of these two, it's probably looking like Robinson to me, but Overton's bowling absolutely beautifully well right now. But yeah, thank you everyone. 150 in the chat. Please like, share, subscribe, leave comments, have a discussion about cricket. Really does help. And yeah, that's about it. Thank you everyone for joining. Much appreciated. This time on the pads, but Rohit is on it. Plays it to the fielder straight up. Jafar says Ghaffar. Okay. Pramila says, what do you like more, Ashes or... Oh, I like both series. I personally like the Ashes because I live in England. There's a lot of hype. They show everything. They show really good stuff on here. But if I was in Australia, it would be harder for me to pick because, you know, both series are against Australia. But right now, I'd have to go Ashes. But Border Gavaskar Trophy has been great over the past few seasons. What a delivery from Craig Overton. This one went straight with the arm. Rohit Sharma thankfully didn't push at it. Otherwise, that was outside edge gone. That was an absolute peach from Mr. Mr. Craig Overton. What a ball. Is it a wicket? It's not a wicket. Don't worry. Mathirathan says, yeah, I also like the fact India gets a taste of their own medicine and England going through a transformation in this series. Gaurav said at least two batsmen need to score above 100 if India needs to even save this game. Agreed. Someone says Mayank Agarwal replaces Pujara and India's playing Ajinkya's place of residence, Surya Kumar Yadav. All right. Mohammad Stan says, not sure about this approach from Indian batters. You can get a good ball, any delivery, 8 more sessions left and about 300 runs left. They should try to score runs. Interesting approach. It's something you don't expect from India, what they're doing right now, but they're doing it. They're like, we need to survive this session. And then they're going to make a judgment call on the back of that. It's AP Aditya says, how are you? I'm well. Thank you so much for joining. Chandu DNZ says, hi Chandu. Ibrahim goes, Anderson is very good at choosing the correct ball, especially at home. He's outstanding with it, isn't he? Is Overton a best ball? Overton's great. He's been so good in first class cricket. It's very hard to see. It's easy to understand that, you know, England's bench is very strong with the ball too, right? They usually have Archer, Broad, Wokes, and Anderson. It's very difficult for Wood to get into this side. Abhiram Naidu says, hello. Promo says, India need above or below 600. Minimum 550, minimum a lead of around 200 is great from an Indian perspective. But yeah, 550 as a minimum. Otherwise, it's not looking great for India, man. It's definitely not looking great for India. Oh, my daughter is sleeping. She's cute, mashallah. Suman says, Azad, today in 1921, it's 100 years of it. Today, Tom Sidwell was given absent out. He just didn't play? Or what happened? Joy says, it feels like Rohit goes in a shell and he misses out some scoring opportunities. Don't you think it makes sense to survive the first session before trying to go for those shots? Like, this is my take on it. And again, I could be wrong, 100%. But both of these guys just need to survive the session. You could counterattack, score runs, etc., etc. But I like this approach, especially in this first session, that you just play. Just play. Minigaming says, I think Pant and Kohli should perform. They definitely need to. Ashok says, India. Well, India to you too as well. DK will miss your analytical skills. Definitely. DK's analytical skills will be used very, very well in the IPL moving forward. He says, my favorite player is Rohit in all formats. The question is that in which format Rohit is a fantastic. Oh, He's great. ODIs, Rohit Sharma is the best. Rohit Sharma in ODIs has to be in the top three over the past 20 years, man. Honestly, over the past 20 years, for me, he's in the top three. I'll actually put Michael Hussey in the past 20 years as well. People might not agree with that, but that's just what I think. But yeah, great, absolutely great. Lickett says, please preview this test. Okay, I previewed it, but I get what you mean. That's another beautiful delivery from Robinson, but that's going down leg as well. So Michael said, brother, who is your favorite batsman of the Indian team? Oh, that's Virat Kohli is my favorite batsman usually. Yeah, they're not reviewing it. Don't worry. They ain't reviewing it. Joy says, from the way I have seen, first hour can be used to survive, but they need to score after the first 15 overs. Yep, fair point. I see where you're coming from. Though it says DK looked like Clark with a beard in that photo. Clark Kent, yep. Does just a little bit. Just a teensy amount. He does indeed. Oh, man. Adil says, wow, polls tight. 40 India, England 41%. Wow. Thank you for that. Let me check the poll. India 40%. People think India's going to win. 40% of people think India's going to win this match. That's absolutely shocking to me. Wow, I love the optimism in here. I love the optimism, man. Honestly, this is great. I'm sure if this was a Pakistan match and I did that, I would be solid done by that. Every single Pakistani would have said, yeah, Pakistan's losing this game. Apart from maybe Fazan, because he's a positive Pete with Pakistan. Oh my goodness, that's crazy. That's great optimism. I love it. Absolutely love it. How many? 156 votes, and England have 41%, India 39%, Rain has 4%. I'm going to wait for a couple of minutes before I, end the poll, but that's outstanding. That's crazy. That is crazy, mate. Somashekar Sumu says, who will win this match? Really hoping India, but it really looks like England's going to win this quite easily. So Michael says, who's your favorite all-rounder right now? Favorite all-rounder for me is Ravinder Jadeja, but Jason Holder is a close second, and Shakib Al Hasan is a close third. I do not think Ben Stokes is one of my favorite all-rounders right now. For me, Ben Stokes is great in Test cricket, but if I look at all formats, I would probably give it to Jadeja, ideally. If Hardik Pandya didn't get injured and performed well over the past year, 2 years, two and a bit years, then I would have gone Hardik Pandya. But right now, it's Ravinder Jadeja. My favorite Bollywood actress. I don't have a favorite Bollywood actress, unfortunately. I do have a favorite Bollywood actor, who is Hrithik Roshan. Abdullah says 40% is when you think with your heart. Ah, okay, I get you. Presume we have an 80% Indian audience in here. Oh, man. I'll actually have to check that, Andy. Honestly, I'll have to check it right after, because this is crazy. 40%. What I meant to say was Anderson chooses the ball from the box for England and always chooses the correct one. Yesterday, yes, they were. That's exactly what I was referring to as well. Murran says England 100, May 99 jeetega. Okay. Joy says, let's do this poll once again after the end of the session. Yep. Yeah, I'm going to leave it there. I think you can change your decisions. I'm sure you can change your decisions in the middle. And I didn't realize I only put #E, which is not great. But yeah, just change your. I'm sure you can change your decisions afterwards. So yeah, Joy, do it after the session. Let's see what happens. Ayush says, what is your opinion for Surya Kumar Yadav in the 4th Test match? He have played, or I would like Surya Kumar Yadav to debut or play for India in tests, but it seems unlikely. It seems unlikely they would go straight to Surya Kumar Yadav before trying Mayank or trying Vihari or anyone like that. But that's my take on it. What do you guys think? Surya Kumar Yadav looks like someone that they're not 100% going to go with. Shaikh Samir says India is going to win this match. I love the positivity. Someone says, is it necessary to watch the video and subscribe, brother? Is it necessary to watch the video? It's not necessary, no, but it would be great if you can like the video, subscribe to the channel, watch the video if you want to. You don't have to if you don't want to, all right? But it'll be great. It helps me out. It helps me keep doing this quite a lot. Outside edge, but drops short of third slip. Once again, great fielding at third slip, but it's no Overton because Overton is the one bowling. Harindu says, is Karan Aradne worth of an IPL contract? I wouldn't say so. I would not say so. Not yet. Not yet. Someone says Tom Sidwell didn't show up for the first session and came to the ground in the second session of the last day. He was not out on the fourth day. He was sent as night watchman for Leicester against Surrey. That is crazy. Had no clue. Thank you for letting me know. India's going to win. Love the positive approach. Line of attack is changed to Rahul by England. They have changed it, haven't they? They've changed it just a wee bit to kind of maybe force him to play. If India, Ayush says, if India. Okay. Joy says, I don't see Sky playing in England. I give him debuting only 1% chance. I would like to see it, but I got to back you up on that one. Someone says Hyderabad will be able to reach the semifinals by playing part 2. Okay. India will win, not immediately, but definitely. Ravi Kumar, love the positivity there. People having second thoughts on who's winning. Draw swing in England's favor in the polls. Oof. It probably has. Ayush says if India won the match, what? There's a lot of people actually voting. A lot more actually voting. That is amazing. 240 people are already voted, and India and England are 42-30. Like India is 39% and England is 42%. That is outstandingly shocking. Outstandingly shocking. Sir, I will be back in 5 minutes. Thank you. No problem, man. No problem. Bring in Moeen and Curran. They might be able to. They might be able to pick up that wicket, so I don't really want them to be bowling. Is Dinesh Karthik making some really funny comments? I can't hear him. I would love to hear him, though. Prasoon says 600 should be the target. 600 should be the target. Can't argue with that. Ooh, he didn't defend it, but at least he played it with soft hands. That's good. Somebody else says, brother Sam Curran and Hardik Pandya and Glenn Maxwell, not your favorite. You don't like them. I like Hardik Pandya a lot. I like Sam Curran. I really like Glenn Maxwell, but not my favorite all-rounders. No way. No. Minnie says, why is Root not a key player in the IPL? Because he performs very well most times, right? He doesn't play T20s as often. I would love for him to play for England right now because he genuinely deserves to be in the side. He's so good. But England won't give him a chance, especially if Milan is there, right? Even though Milan and Root are playing together in the test matches, but nope, they ain't giving him a chance. Come on, brother. I have subscribed to your channel. Thank you very much. That is very kind of you. Madhurajan says every England bowler seems dangerous now, especially that Overton guy. Not a good feeling. Not a good feeling at all, Madhurajan. Adil says Dinesh must have made funny comments. He's all smiles in the comment box. Yeah, he is. Ayush says India win the match. What was the reaction of England test team and Joe Root? They were very upset. First question should be, can India get past their first innings total without losing a wicket? Oh, that's an interesting question.